Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowl here in the booth with Kirk Burnstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21 until the drive will start. Loading up on defensive backs here, want to take away the deep pass play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Has the first down and more. Here he goes. At the 30 now. At the 10. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Unbelievable way to start this playoff game for this offense. First touch of the football, you get a hat on a hat up front, and you can see the speed in that backfield for a big touchdown to get things started.
But they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Before the snap, and the running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's strong. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Try and muscle for the first down. And he'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Movement here from the tight end. A running play called on fourth down. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Catch made by the tight end. You bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Well, the defense knows it might take more than one tackle to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
Tight end goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Defense is coming after him. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Panthers are in the red zone. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a third and long from the 20 now. A play action, looking to throw. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal to 7.
Third down, condensed field, and this quarterback finds an opening and picks up a nice gain, and that'll set up a first and goal.
The running back here in a direct snap. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Receiver makes the catch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much much of a gain there.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
It's 4th and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. We're going for it. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He'll be taken down, but after a good return. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. You've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keeping it on the ground here. Fights through the tackler. Runs into the teeth of that defense. Picks up just a couple yards.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got his man in the open field. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And there's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark. And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. You stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, great call, Chris. You're still in your own territory, but going for it in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So I'm fine with the call, and clearly it works out for him this time.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Dumps it down to the back.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. quarterback dropping back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. They connect for 6.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Look out, room to run here. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
So one play moves the ball to the 41, another first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Snags a quick throw. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
That completion sets up a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch made on the right side. At the second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping the...
The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 40. Out past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
The Tigers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tigers. And 6 more points to the total. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final minutes of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
1st and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Caught behind the line. It's sharp. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the board here. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught by the receiver. Great footwork. A big opening now. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Panthers, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The pass rush closing in. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. On the move now. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that pass is batted away, incomplete.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on third down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion in a first down.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but it's a solid gain in return. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see how they play this year. Move into field goal position or take a couple shots at the end zone. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. The ball is caught. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard is tough to find down here in the red zone. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this deep, begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. And looking to throw now on first down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They're behind the sticks on second and long here from the 12. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores.
Well, that's going to bring up fourth down now in their own territory, and the offense is not having a great day, down big. Pretty soon they're going to have to start taking some risks if they want to try to come back in this game.
And he's able to get the boot away. Fair catch, take it at the 50. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We'll hand it off. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Close to the tight end. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Defense picks it up. Still moving. Great move there.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. The pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. He breaks free. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Makes the catch. It's sharp. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Grab behind the line. It's strong. Tiny space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Make the PAT, but still trail 31-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. Is back out there. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He escapes the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. Or throw away there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
First down and more. He's still running. Touchdown, Tigers. They are pouring it on now. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line, it's Rojas. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, when you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain the run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Clemson! The Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche.
He's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
Hit, now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Here's the 2nd down play. They're going to run it here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on 3rd down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk, and now they have a chance here on this 3rd and medium.
And the same runner's got it again. They convert on 3rd down now. Sets up 1st and goal from the 9.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
There's a run call on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. He'll lose 5 on the play.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on 3rd and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. But man, bad call, backfires. Now they get a tough decision here on 4th down. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it to the right side. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really can.
Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense really clicking. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start on the 25. Receiver now before the snap. Nice grab. It's sharp. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. With the catch. It's sharp. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the RPO, clock to the right. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Breaks into the clear. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive.
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Now here he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on him here late, these obvious drop-back situations.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Defense is coming after him. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
The Panthers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. This will be fair caught at the 30. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum for the defense and make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Chewing clock with the running game. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense. And this time, they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to propel them into the national championship game. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3